It's Joe from American Muscle, and today we're going to be taking a closer look at the MP Concepts Rear Window Louver in gloss black, fitting all 15 and newer Fastback Mustangs. Now, this is going to be a great option for you if you're looking for a modern take on some classic 60s Mustang styling, all at a budget-friendly price tag. So what do we have going on here with the MP Concepts Rear Window Louver? First things first, let's talk build quality, and this one is going to be made out of durable yet lightweight automotive grade ABS plastic. You can see the design here basically bends down the middle slats, allowing access to the third brake light, allowing your Mustang to remain street legal. This one is going to be finished in gloss black, which is going to be a perfect match for the rear deck lid panel and any blackout build in general. If you really wanted to take this to the next level though, you could throw in a pair of side window louvers as well. Now, if the gloss black is not for you, MP Concepts does understand that, and they also have this same rear window louver available in matte black as well. Now, one huge plus about the design of this rear window louver in particular is that it's held onto its mounting brackets with 8mm nuts. So all you have to do to remove this is take off those 8mm nuts. You can pop this right off, clean underneath, and drop it right back on in a couple of minutes, and that is a really nice touch. Also in the kit, you do get a few extra of those foam pads if you do need them for whatever reason. You also get a couple of extra mounting brackets and 8mm nuts included in the kit. If anything ever happens, you do have a few replacements in the box with this rear window louver, and I always think spare parts are a nice touch. Pricing for this one is gonna drop in right around that $250 mark, which simply put, makes this the most budget-friendly rear window louver in the category. The install, not gonna be that bad either. I'm gonna give this an easy 1 out of 3 wrenches on our difficulty meter. Should take you about an hour at most, with most of that time spent on cleaning up the rear window area. So without any further ado, let me show you what tools you'll need and how it's done. Tools you'll need for this install will include an 8mm socket, a ratchet, and the alcohol pads and adhesion promoter will come included in the kit. So over by the table, you can see I have everything laid out in front of me. This is gonna be the rear window louver. Obviously, I have a little bit of packaging down to make sure I don't scratch up that piano black. Over here, we have all the parts. This is what we're gonna start with. It's a little metal plate with the stud on top. You got some 3M double-sided tape on the back. We're also gonna grab those 8mm nuts, and that is going to secure these to the window louver, and then we're gonna peel off the tape and drop it in place. It really is that simple. You can see we also have some adhesion promoter as well as some alcohol wipes, and these pads we'll touch on a little bit later. First things first, we're gonna get these installed. So you can see that stud is a little bit offset. When you're dropping these in, you wanna make sure that is inboard and not hanging over the edge like that. So we're gonna give that a 180 from the bottom. Just gonna make sure it's nice and parallel with the side. And then we can thread on that 8mm nut. And there's 8 more places where we're gonna have to do that. So we're just gonna hit all those right now. So now we have all 9 of these installed on the rear of our louver. At this point, you wanna go back to your Mustang, clean the rear glass, make sure you're working with a nice clean surface area to allow this adhesive to stick as best as it can. Then you can come back to the louver and peel off all the backing and drop this in place. Now these foam bricks, they do have a little bit of adhesive on the back, and what these are for, these are going to install on the underside of the fins just to make sure they don't rattle against the glass. They're actually pretty high up to begin with, but this is a nice measure to make sure they don't. That's gonna do it for my review and install of the MP Concepts Rear Window Louver in gloss black, fitting all 15 and newer Fastback Mustangs. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Keep it right here at American Muscle for all things Mustang.